All right, okay, we're live. So today I have an extra special guest, and this episode will be a pop culture episode, which I'm very excited about. And it's Kimberly from
Hello.
from the Pop Culture Green Room podcast, and we actually got first introduced when we were on the Beating Edge MC's Beating Edge podcast, where we
Yes.
talked about Shogun, and then we clicked, and now we're here. So, oh, okay. So let's talk about pop culture. I'm so excited. The first thing I want to talk about is
Oh,
the.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you?
I think my sound went out. Let's see. Oh, let me. Oh, what happened here? Oh, uh-oh.
I can hear you. I mean, from my end, I can hear you. Oh, no, she. Oh no. Okay.
What happened? My alarm went off. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, okay. It's okay.
Okay. All right. That should be better.
So, the Grammy nominations were announced last week, and
Yes.
I love the Grammys, but there were so many snaps where I was like, "What? Wow, why?" And so tell me your opinion on the nominees for this year.
So, of course, my number one opinion is finally, I feel like the Grammys are seeing Beyonce, which I think she should have been seen like a long time ago. So, of course, it's like, is she going to win? Is she going to sweep? Is she going to win one Grammy? Is she going to win all 9 that she's nominated for? Or is it 11 that she's nominated for? I believe it's 11. I have to go back and check
It's
my
yeah, I
sources.
think it's 11.
I believe you're right. I think it is 11. Oh, that you're right. It's 11 that she's nominated for, and it's 99 that she's been nominated for total, which makes her the most nominated artist in Grammy history. Well, what I will say is that I wonder if it's because of Cowboy Carter or is it because of the push that's been going on. However, I do feel that Cowboy Carter does deserve um, the flowers. What about you?
I do as well, and I'm so happy that Post Malone also got nominated,
Oh,
and Jelly
that's right, he
Roll,
did. Mm-hmm.
and I'm so happy for Jelly Roll and Post Malone, and I'm just happy that Miley also got nominated with a song with Beyonce, and
Mm-hmm.
so I'm very happy about that. But obviously, we knew Taylor would be nominated. I was
Right.
I was very um I was very disappointed when what's the when Broken the Jelly Roll album wasn't nominated because it was eligible.
So I haven't listened to it yet. So what were your so how did you think of the album compared to her others? I heard that it's probably time for her to switch writers and maybe switch like a team. If not like uh for all the rest of her remaining albums that she plans to record, but maybe for her next one.
I wait, which album? Taylor's?
Yeah, are you talking about Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I was talking about Jelly Roll, but it's okay. We can talk
Oh,
about
I'm
Taylor.
sorry. Okay, got it. My phone went in and out. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Well, I enjoyed Jelly's album. I was very happy to see Halsey on it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Halsey
Oh,
and Falling Reverse. But yeah, I have not listened to. I have only listened to a few. I listened to the one with Posty because I was the
okay.
that one was very exciting for me, and so I for me my all time favorite Taylor album, it has to be Reputation, or
Okay.
what's the name? Yeah, Reputation, and I also enjoyed Lovers, to be honest, but I have not
Got it.
listened to the Poet one. yet, but we all knew that she would be nominated. So
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's for sure. That's definitely certain. I will say this though, I wasn't a fan of her music for a long time. It was really just her personality. It was who she was. Her as a person is who I was a fan of. But over time, I would say definitely over the past the course of the past year, I've become a Taylor Swift fan. And it's funny, I think I just had to kind of break down and just kind of like dive into like some little like some albums like here and there in some little pieces. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I was feeling, I was digging it though. But I will say this though, I haven't gotten into the Grammy nominations like um all of them like I wanted to. I still have to do some more research and figure out all who's nominated and what's going on because I'm very curious as to how um the award ceremony is going to turn out this year. Like I'm very
oh yeah,
curious.
me too. But it's like obviously it's so funny to me that Drake didn't get nominated, but
Yeah,
Metro Metro Boomin, Kendrick feature, and like, well, it was so. I love Kendrick, so I was
me
so happy
too.
for him, and so,
Me too.
it was so funny. I was so excited. I was very excited for the country category because of Jelly Roll, but but like, and then seeing like obviously rap, we know like it's very difficult to get nominated in that category, sadly. But
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited for Kendrick and Future and Metro and
Oh, I know. You're right. I know. Same here. Same here. So I don't know about you. I don't know how big American football is over there. It's probably not too big, but however it is, there's a Super Bowl that's coming up, which
oh
is
yes.
huge for us. And so Kendrick Lamar is, which is really funny. He is headlining the Super Bowl this year, which is in New Orleans, which is like pretty much a proximity, like kind of like my home city right now that it's going
Hmm.
to be in. I'm very excited about it, really, because Kendrick Lamar's performing. But have you ever seen him perform live before? I have. He's great.
I have not, but I have watched the Super Bowl
Hmm.
when he, I think when Beyonce was performing.
Yes. Hmm.
He that was so good. I'm so excited for like I love the Super Bowl, but I'm so excited for Kendrick. And I this year I was
Same
excited
here.
for Usher.
Hmm.
I was very. I had one request, and that was to hear like "Yeah" with Luda, and that happened. I was the happiest person.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I know. Yeah, it was. Usher was iconic, and I was actually surprised that he hadn't performed sooner than he did. But
Hmm.
all in all, at the end of the day, I feel like his performance came together. The crew, everything was great. I'm still confused by the socks that what's his name had on. The little ruffle socks. During the performance, I thought they remind me of the little cupcake socks I used to wear when I was a little girl. It
Oh.
was oh my gosh. It was for a little while, for a little bit, I thought it was the one that was the judge on The Voice for a little bit. I thought it was him, but it wasn't him. And it was oh my gosh. He and the Brat used to produce all the time together. And he was married to Janet Jackson. Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine
Oh,
Dupri. Yeah.
okay. I
I'm sorry.
was there. I
I
was
had to
like,
like talk.
huh?
Sorry, like I had to like talk out loud and I'm like, I'm trying to think to get the name out. So I have to go through my celebrity list in my head. Okay, sorry about that.
It's okay. Yeah. So like for the pop girls, I am so happy for Charlie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I really and Ray, obviously Ray. Oh, I love Ray. But um, I was like so happy for Charlie, but I really thought Dua Lipa would also get nominated, and I'm also very happy for Kelani. Like she deserves it.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my
I was like crying when her name read was like read or like crash
she
was. I was like, oh,
oh my gosh.
finally.
Yeah, you're right. Kehlani deserves it. She definitely deserves it. I mean, she's been fighting for so long and struggling because she's
Hmm.
had issues with getting her music out too for a long
Hmm.
time as well. It's oh my goodness. But it's especially whenever After Hours came out. As soon as I heard that on the radio, I was like, all right. I was like, okay, I think this is finally. I said, I think finally the world's gonna be hearing what she's been trying to tell the world what she's got, what they haven't been listening to. So Yeah, like I'm excited about that. And yeah, Dua Lipa. So Dua Lipa wasn't nominated. I must have missed that.
No, she wasn't. I was like waiting for Dua, but she wasn't, and I was like, why? Like
Oh,
not
okay.
even not even like training season or Houdini. I really thought it would get nominated, but it didn't.
Yeah. Oh wow.
But I'm
Okay.
so happy for Troy, like Troy Sivan.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
like, yes.
It's like
And
it's so interesting. It's
mhm,
I can't wait to watch. I really can't.
yeah, I'm so excited for the Grammys. Like that wasn't the case last year. Yeah, it was actually last year. But I know there's like seeing all my favorite artists, some of them, like getting nominated. Um, it's like very pleasing as a fan.
Oh, what was that? Come again?
It's like very it's like very pleasing as a fan, like to see your favorite
Oh,
artist
yeah,
get
oh, for
nominated.
sure, definitely. And then what I also like about it too is that I get to see people and that are showcased that I don't normally get to come across or get to listen to, or that I can just pick up my phone as I'm watching the Grammys and be like, oh wait, hey look, this is cool. I've never heard of them. Oh wait, they've got an album out. I haven't heard an album from them in like 5 years. So it's like a cool way to sit there and explore. And of course now with modern technology and advancements of it, it makes things like so much more easier and accessible. And I mean, look, you and I can do this podcast together today.
Hmm.
Like 10 years ago, I would have never thought we could do this. Well, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. No, definitely.
Yeah, but like even 10 years ago, there was a YouTube era where you could only like release 17 minutes of footage.
Oh, that is
So
true. You're right. Yeah.
even then, that wouldn't work out.
Yeah, that's a great point you brought there. Great point there, Seren.
So I want to talk about how the Housewives. Which are you
Mhm.
watching? Who are your favorites? Give me all the tea.
Okay, so all right, so this is it's funny that you brought this up. Okay, so this is what's going on right now. I am in the middle of watching the Real Housewives of Orange County reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 2 of the reunion aired yesterday, last night. So I'm catching up on that. So I don't know. Have you watched any of this season? Most
No,
recent
I don't watch
of
Orange
Real
County.
Housewives?
Yeah, I love Salt. I watch Salt Lake City. I'm very
Oh,
excited.
okay.
I'm very excited for Beverly Hills,
Okay.
and I have watched like the coolest thing here is like Netflix Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. They
Uh-huh.
put like Atlanta through Beverly Hills, New York on Netflix. So I watched all the seasons.
Oh, wow. Okay,
I'm
cool.
so
Cool.
I'm pretty up to date. But I never like clicked with Orange County. I don't
Orange
know why.
County? I get that. No, I totally understand. Well, the reason why I had brought that one up is really is because the reunion is on right now. But what's interesting about that season is one of the former cast members who was on there, it is, oh my gosh, and I am slipping, my mind is slipping, I'm forgetting her name really quickly. She her nickname is Jesus Jugs
Mm-hmm.
because she would always used to run around like Bible thumping, and she's got the big old boobs, and Tamara nicknamed her that. But she came back because she's dating Shannon's ex, a fiance or ex boyfriend, and Shannon went through like a bad divorce, not I mean bad breakup with him, and she wasn't over him, and then she ended up getting a DUI. It was like really bad. She like ran into a house.
Ooh.
It was like so crazy and wild. It's like all this stuff's going on, and right now, Salt Lake City. So are you current on Salt Lake City? Or wait,
Yeah.
you're not. Okay,
No,
you're on
I
Salt Lake City.
am. I am.
Perfect. Tell me your thoughts. I love
Uh, I
Bravo.
yeah, me too. But I'm like the more like the OG Salt Lake City girls. Like yes, I was like I like Heather. I like
Uh-huh.
Bronwyn. I'm very entertained by Lisa.
Yeah.
um,
Oh, for sure.
Whitney. I don't know. I never really liked Whitney, but like what she's been through kind of like touched me. So I was like, okay, I like
Right. Yeah. And it's like I do like as a
And
person,
I love
like
Angie. Like
yeah,
I
oh yeah,
love
oh
Angie.
Angie, yeah, the Angie's definitely like one of my faves because for me she checks off all the boxes. Her style, fashion, beauty, her personality. I
Mm-hmm.
love the way that she like and her family, like the way they get together for activities, they do things, and I love their dynamic. I love her and her husband. I love Angie's definitely one of my favorites. Bronwyn, I would definitely say I believe she's my favorite housewife. I believe she's definitely my favorite. I just her husband though, her husband
Yeah.
concerns me. He
Mm-hmm.
concerns me because at first I was trying to play devil's advocate and look at
Mm-hmm.
him as just being a defensive husband and being defensive of his wife and just being irritated by these women that he doesn't know and didn't care to be around. But the longer that you saw her reaction, and whenever he would like scold her, she would like look away and she would look down, like her body language, and then the way she was just like defending him, and then the way she got on her Instagram too and just wrote up this whole like basically apology for him, and it seemed like something like he forced her to write. It was bad. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
like it at all. It just made me very uncomfortable. It
But
just
have you seen the new episode?
yes, yep, that's
So like, I- ever like one, I don't like him ever since that episode. I just watched the episode, but also like what's the name? I was looking for. Oh, yeah, also like the teaser of the next episode. I really don't like him. Like he has
yeah, oh yeah, I know he was
this
horrible.
energy. Like he has this like
Hmm.
yes, he's old, blah blah, blah, but like he doesn't have to like be a dick to her.
Right,
Like
exactly, and that's the whole thing. It's like, and you look at it, and it's kind of like I feel for her. This is why I feel for her because it seems like Bronwyn went from one extreme to another. She went
mhm,
from being a 19-year-old mother, um, a mother having a child fathered. Well, I'm not even gonna say fathered because he was basically just a sperm donor, to be completely
mhm,
honest. So she had, this child with this man or uh this young guy or whatever, and he didn't want to have any part of the child's life, and his family was right there right along with it and trying to get her to get rid of the child, and she refused. So she had that trauma there, and then it's like she goes from that extreme to this much older man that she's
mhm.
married to. I sometimes it can that is weird to me personally, but I mean sometimes it can work. I mean, there are times where it works, but however, it's just but watching that dynamic and then the way he talked to her and everything, and it
Yeah.
was just like it seemed like a father scolding a child, and it just got darker and darker, and I didn't like it. It just made me feel uncomfortable.
And like she says like 10 years and it's just like 36, 38 or something like that. So
Yeah, she's 38. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. Like, oh my
that's
god.
like 2 years older than me. Like I'm 26 and she must have been 28 when
Hmm.
she dated him. So he was like 50. I was like, it like for me in a dating scene, I would say like the max I would go would be 5 years.
Hmm.
And so that's even like 10 years. It's like too much, too old. Like,
Right. Right. Which is completely understandable because I hear you on that one because I want to stay within like the same realm with like I don't want to go too far outside of like my age range too. So now I hear you. Like I don't want to go. Oh no, like with me, I'm like pretty much like 7 years is like it for me. But I
mhm.
understand.
Yeah, so I don't know, like, but I think the whole, like, the funniest thing in this episode was Lisa and the whole plane thing.
Lisa was funny. She was pretty funny. But what I'm not gonna lie about is that every time Meredith's husband Seth is on, he cracks me up because Seth is so funny in his delivery, especially when all at the dinner table with
Biatch,
like
biatch, biatch.
he was like it was like it's like boom, whatever he said, he's like biatch. He's like biatch. I'm like,
And she's like,
I,
are you
I couldn't
calling?
believe
He's
he
like,
did that and said it.
it's
I mean, I
biatch,
knew
it's
what I was
bro.
doing. Seth is such a character. He's such a clown. But with Whitney though, Whitney always every time she talks, I get like she confuses me a lot. I get lost with her. I feel like when I'm listening to her and I get lost trying to follow her stories and where
Yeah,
she's
she's like,
going with things.
she's very like, robot like. She's like, yes, and then he did this, and then you did this, Lisa, da 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 da.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I think that's what it could be. I think it's the way she talks that it's hard for me to like completely follow her. So
like
I
I'm
feel like
the
it's kind of like darts, and
yes,
it's
I'm like the same thing with like Kardashians, like Kim,
uh-huh.
Chloe, and I'm like, ugh, like you don't need to put this accent on, like you just can talk normally.
Oh, I hear you. Oh, I understand that. Understand. Oh my gosh, but yeah, so it'll be interesting to see it with Real Housewives of New York. Are you watching that?
No,
It's
I'm
been a
not. I
disappointment.
really want to watch it, but I like follow him crappy out. What's this? What? What Crappens is the podcast. I
Ah,
listen to
watch what
it.
happens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
So I like
yes.
listen to part one, part two, like the Housewives, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like I'm kind of disappointed because the like now it's like Sutton is like in wait, wasn't she always in at Beverly Hills?
Yeah, yeah. Huh? She's still in Beverly Hills. Uh huh.
Yeah, like so I don't know. Doesn't really like it didn't really give me the Housewives I love. Like I love
Mm-hmm.
like Count the Well and
Yeah.
um the others, but this one
Right.
I couldn't like make myself watch it, so I skipped.
Oh no, I understand. And a lot of people are saying that it's like they missed the OGs, and I totally get it. I feel like they should have had some OGs, kept some OGs, and brought in
Like
some new
Jill, I
people,
love Jill.
and maybe see how it goes. Oh, me too. I love Jill. Jill Zarin's great. Jill and Luann are like my favorites.
Hmm.
Ramona can be kicked to the curb. I don't like her. she's she's too problematic for me. I'm like she can. Ramona can go. Oh Lord. But no, and Dorinda I like a lot. Dorinda's funny. She's funny. Song is funny. I do like I do miss the OGs though from New York. But this season of the new one, it's just oh my god. I couldn't even finish watching the episode yesterday. I just like cut it off. And I
Oh.
was like, and I think what it is, I think they're all like I was listening to I believe it was Carlos King's podcast, and he brought up a good point that it's like they're all aware they're on camera now, so it's
Hmm.
just it's they're basically hyper producing themselves, and
Yeah, the same
it's
thing.
just not as fun.
The same thing was said by Ronnie as well, from
Mm-hmm.
like what
Oh, watch what happens.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes, I can't seem to say it.
You're
Um,
fine.
today, yeah. So like he said it in the like thing. He said like as if like it's over prescripted. They know their
Mhm.
cameras are around them, but to be like this is the Housewives. Like you should
Right.
have you should have known that you have cameras 24/7. So I
Yeah.
know. So
Hmm.
I
Right.
skipped that.
I almost feel like they need to kind of like pull some of the seasons for a little bit and just do like a new like a revamp, like maybe like some kind of like overhaul or something, or maybe a pause for a little bit because it's not like it used to be because like the nitty gritty of the Housewives, like when it very first started, it was like literally like rolling up into your driveway and then going through your
Hmm.
front door, and it's like okay, here we go, um like like it's a party, and then you've got your no makeup on and you're getting your hair done and you're fussing at your kids, and that's the thing that I miss. And now it's like everybody's got glam, full glam before they shoot, and it's like they are practicing lines, and it's so
Yeah.
just it's so produced, and I think that's why I got more into the like the Valley more because that was so brand new and it was less produced and more people that weren't on reality TV.
Yeah. So in regards of Beverly Hills, like what do you think? Do you think we'll see like the Reed and what's her husband's name? PK's
PK.
PK's
Okay, yes.
PK
So I'm very
situation this
I'm
season.
yeah, so I'm super excited looking about I'm looking forward to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season because we've
Me
got new
too.
cast member. We've got uh what's her name? Is it was it Busmana or something like that?
I have no idea.
She's a new housewife. She's like an executive, like CEO or something like that, I believe. Like she's supposed to be like really awesome. She's coming on. I'm really glad about that. Another woman of color, so that's exciting. And then Jennifer Tilly's supposed to be a friend of. I'm really
Mm.
glad about that because she was like an actress I liked a lot growing up. So that's gonna be super super cool. And I'm always a fan of Sutton.
Yes, me too.
Like who isn't? So super happy about that. So with that said, I'm looking forward to it. I do. It looks like Kyle and Dorit will be doing some feuding. I'm curious to see what
Mm.
that's going to be like. I heard that she's not going to say whether or not she and Morgan Wade are together.
But
Which I kind
she
of
did.
figured that was going to be the place. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but she did come out a couple days ago.
And yeah, but the way what she said was, it was like she basically talked about the conversation she had about sexuality with her daughter, or like the
Mhm.
conversation of sexuality, but she still never came out and said she and Morgan are together, or that she is bisexual or a late in life lesbian. So she's never done anything like that, which to me, honestly, it's nobody's business. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. But oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I cursed.
Yes, yes, you're allowed
Oh,
to.
okay. I'm like, she can do whatever she wants. You know, she's a grown ass woman. But but it's just weird that it's kind of like, it's like either y'all are together or you're not. Like
Yeah.
it's just weird. It's just kind of like this whole thing where she just kind of kept floating it, and that's what made everybody so confused. Because I just don't have friends uh that are like that and pack up that bad and pack with that much PDA, and they're just platonic.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for this season. I
Yes.
love Erica. I'm very excited
Yes.
to like. Yes, I was a bit like mad at that season where like everything came out. I was like, she must have known. But now I just she's one of my favorites besides
And
Sutton.
but actually, and then now, if you paid, were you able to pay attention to any of the Oh, sorry, got more lipstick on my. This is awful. I don't know what lip gloss. Okay, next time, remind me. I'm going to use my Kylie Jenner lip kit because that doesn't stain my. I don't get anything on my lip, on my teeth, and that stays
Okay.
on my lips, and it's great. And not a paid advertisement, by the way. Just saying. But like, but okay. So with
Yeah,
Kyle,
just saying.
huh? What was this? Oh, with
I
Kyle.
didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, with Kyle, I think it was probably bounce back feedback. Sorry. So Kyle, I not Kyle, Erica. So Erica, I feel like she's getting redemption because I don't know if you paid attention to the Girardi Keys case much, but it looks like she really was innocent. She really didn't know about a lot of what was going on. And once I kind of really thought about it and pulled back, especially with the way Tom was, just this old,
Hmm.
high old man and controlling. I could see how he would be in control of his work stuff and his books and all his business stuff that Erica wouldn't really have much knowledge of what's going on. I could totally see that. That makes sense to me. I have some friends who have husbands who have like their own businesses or whatever and stuff, and they're not privy to like everything and all the finances or dealings that are going on. So that I could see, but I do feel that I feel like I was glad that she put an effort and some work into apologizing to victims and doing
Hmm.
her part. So I gave her grace for that, and then the fact that she was going to therapy and just trying to figure out this whole empathy thing, and so I really think she had a great season last season. So I'm looking forward to seeing her on this one. But I've always loved her. I've always been a fan of Erica's. I love the fact that she's a performer, and so how can I mean I how can you not love her?
Yeah, but will you miss Lisa?
Lisa Vanderpump.
No, Lisa Rinna.
Lisa Rinna. Oh, I forgot about Lisa Rinna. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. I guess I don't miss her because I completely forgot about her. So no, I don't miss her. But I did. I mean, I think she's great for the show. I mean, I think she definitely stirs the pot. She's great for drama. And like I said, for me, I don't look at any of these people like some of these people and some of these podcasters. they get super into this, and I mean, they take it personally. With me, it's entertainment. I'm like, I watch these shows to be entertained. I like to talk about it for entertainment. So it's just like I just sit back and watch it to be entertained. But yeah, it'll be. I think Lisa's entertaining, so it would be nice to see if they would bring her back, maybe in like a season or two to stir the pot up. But my understanding is that she's probably never going to come back because I mean, girlfriend is doing great. I mean, she's what Fashion Week all over the place. I mean, everywhere you see her, runway shows, she's crushing it. Her daughters are. I mean,
Hmm.
she doesn't need the housewives at this point. But I do miss her being on screen now.
Yeah, she was fun. She was like very entertaining. I love the scenes with her and Harry Hamlin and the
Hmm.
girls. It was so cute. And then
Yeah,
like,
I
and
know. I
then
miss their mom.
hmm yeah, that was very heartbreaking. I can talk about
Yeah.
breaking.
Oh, I know it was, and it's like, and now that was one of those moments like I really felt. I was like, I really felt for her, and that moment because she and Lois were so close,
Mm,
and I love that she was in just such a big part of her life and everything, and they had that close bond, and a lot of it probably was too because of the fact that she had lost her sister
mm.
at an early age and everything, but yeah, it's it'll be interesting to see. So do you watch Real Housewives of Potomac?
No, I don't.
Okay, that one I like that one a lot. That one's been good.
I have watched it. I think season. What was the one on Netflix? Season
Uh-huh.
4. I think the last thing was season 4. I'm not sure. Or
Okay, I think you might be right. I think so. I think so. I think you're right.
yeah. So I forgot about it.
Yeah, it happens. Oh no, for sure,
But I
for
loved
sure.
Atlanta. I loved like Nene.
Hmm.
Um,
I want
but the,
Nene back.
the one who sings. I forgot the name.
Candy.
Candy. Yes, her.
Yeah, Candy's great. Yeah,
Like.
I had a feeling Candy was gonna leave when she did leave. I felt like she felt like her time was kind of like
Hmm.
she was getting so busy. She had so much going on, so many projects. She seemed like she was kind of over it, and she wasn't appearing as often. Um, but I'm
But
curious to see how this whole season plays out because you do know that the Phaedra's coming back for part of it.
yes, I was about to say that I
Uh
loved her.
huh. Uh
I
huh.
saw I saw her on Real Housewives of Dubai, and I was like,
Yeah, I know. Phaedra, I love it. She pops up everywhere. She's like the queen of the one-liners.
I love her. She's
I love
so
it. She was
much
like, "You
fun.
have called and I have answered." She is
Um,
wonderful.
what's the name with Big Papa? Like, who was that?
Oh yeah, Kim Zolciak.
Yeah, her.
Girl. Oh, and that nightmare was she and Croy. I still don't even know the latest on that. There was a headline that popped up the other day, but I didn't even stop to read it. And there was something pertaining to them or their divorce or whatever is new that's going on lately. But yeah, that's a lot of craziness. I definitely feel for the children though.
Hmm.
That's a lot. That's a lot of fighting and a whole lot of fighting in front of them and like what are you going to do? Like I don't see why they haven't like split things up like and just started this. Well, that's right. Right. Croy's been trying to move the divorce. I think it's Kim that's been holding it up. The last I heard.
A lot of trauma for the kids.
Oh, I know. I know. It's like you would think. Like sometimes these parents like just they need to think about these things. And it's like I feel like they just don't. They think about themselves. But and then what also I find very interesting. So the economy right now, we're in interesting times, right? Um, a lot of these housewives and everything, they're starting and these people in these reality shows, they're freaking out because they're realizing that reality TV, I mean, it's not like long-term work or it can be as long-term work as like well, I mean, if you get lucky enough to land a reality
Hmm.
show like the Housewives and get stuck on there for like a good bit of a few seasons, but I mean, it's not like these scripted shows and these movies and where you've got better opportunities of picking up more roles and different things of that nature. And a lot of these people are they're panicking because they want to keep up these lifestyles that they have. And then when their time ends on these reality shows, that's why a lot of them I notice they're struggling. They're trying to get these brand deals and all these things. And so it's very interesting. It's been very interesting just to kind of watch that from a fan perspective. I don't know your thoughts on that.
I do agree with everything you said. I have nothing to like add to that because it's very like it's like it's like those like
Mm-hmm.
rumors but aren't rumors. It's like that Kylie lives like so much above her what's
Right.
it? Of me
Mm-hmm.
her meats,
Exactly. Yeah. 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 Uh
and
huh.
so
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I be watching the Kardashians? Yes, I will, because I have this thing
Right.
that
Yeah.
what
Same.
like once I start something, I have to pull through.
Oh yeah.
I
Definitely. I'm the same
so
way.
I will be watching that. But to me, like my favorite Kardashian will always be Chloe Money. So so and Kylie, but more Chloe
Yeah.
Money. So yeah, I'm very excited for the next season. And like speaking of the news, I don't know if you heard, but Megan Fox is pregnant.
I did. Blair and I were talking about that. Oh my gosh. And
You
speaking of
know,
which,
like,
Blair, yeah, she's sorry she couldn't make it. She's been in and out of the ER this
oh,
past week. Poor thing. Aw. But yeah, I'm so excited for her at MGK because this is
yeah.
the first child for both of them, correct?
No, not first. As a
Well,
fan of MG,
first for both of them together,
yes.
but
Well,
for
yeah. Well, so as a fan of him, I have to say we fans knew. Like we fans knew, but he wanted to tell you guys. So there's that. But like the how can I say it without getting emotional? But he wanted this to happen for 13 years. Like he's always wanted to have a sibling for his daughter, who's now
Mhm.
15. And so,
Okay,
they lost a baby in 2022.
right, yeah,
So he always gets like so sad when he loses a baby. Like it always like very heart wrenching when either the
hmm
month he lost it comes or the year of he lost the baby comes
right,
around. So I'm very happy, and he's always wanted this, and he he like when he expects a child, he is so happy. He's like, hi, he's always like doing stories like, "Hi guys, like good morning," and he's so happy.
right,
Like,
right,
so as a fan of like 13 years, I have noticed that not 13, sorry, 14, 14 years. I noticed like little glimpses. Either he is like in love or he has a baby, and
right.
he
Oh,
did the NFL halftime show in Munich, and
hmm
he started wearing a ring. It's blue, and it has a six on it. And
uh-huh,
couple like days ago, I on Twitter asked him like, "What's up with this ring?"
hmm
He like usually answers me, so I was like, "Huh, okay." He didn't answer, but then like also like the baby they lost was in November of 2022, so
uh-huh,
it makes sense why they choose 11/11. And
yeah,
I was like, oh, like it's so happy. Like the thing that makes it very happy about it is like he is very happy, and if
yeah,
God wills, like if God wants, I want like I want him to like get to like have this baby, because
right,
beforehand he has lost two, like I said, and
hmm
one he lost one with like it was around 5 or 6 months. So he's always very like sad when this date comes, certain date, and this certain
right.
month and this certain year comes around. So I really hope that he gets his like happy ending, because he really like he is looking for a son to have,
Aw,
and the baby they lost was a girl, and his first baby he lost was a boy. So
okay.
we are very excited about this
Yeah,
whole
oh, well, I can
situation.
get that. Yeah, well, that's cool. Aw. Well, yeah, no, I wish them the best of luck for sure. But now my sister was talking about it because she was really happy for them. So, and she was going into depth because I think it would be this is going to be the fourth kid between the fourth of them. But I mean, between the two of them, is it the fourth? It's gonna be the fourth kid between the two of them, I think,
No, like
or
she
fifth or
she
something.
has she has three, lost one. He has one, lost two.
Okay, got it. Okay,
So kind of
okay,
like the fifth or sixth one. Well, if you like
okay.
count the babies. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy. Like it's so like I saw the picture. I was like, yeah, fine. Because us fans thought they would like announce it once the baby was here in
Mm-hmm.
January or February or March. I think either
Uh huh.
that is it either those months. And so we were like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting,
Yeah. Oh, for
and then they
sure.
announced it. It was so cute. And like the nails she has on the pregnancy test
Uh
was
huh.
actually in July. So
Oh.
they found out in July, and he released this song with Jelly Roll called Lonely Road. And in the
Mm.
music video, she's pregnant. And I thought that like
Oh.
he's I the thing about I love him for is like he says like, okay, I will keep this private, but he tells us.
And
And
he
so
tells people, yeah, that's so
he
funny.
tells us fans first. So
Aw.
he's like he always does this. He's like, everything I do has a reason. And it's like we
True.
all thought that the music video was for the baby they lost. It was a baby girl they lost.
Uh-huh.
And but it turns out it was actually like they knew she was pregnant. So it's so cute. I know, I'm so very happy. I'm like
Aw.
happy for Megan as well, but I'm more happy for Kels, like MJK. We call him
Yeah.
Kels.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Oh,
Tim
that's
Albert
exciting.
glowing. Like he's my favorite artist and my the favorite
Oh,
my
I
my
see
favorite
that. I
human
know. So
being.
how excited you get. That's awesome.
Yeah, like we as a fans, we have been through so much with him, and it just makes
Right.
me so happy to see him like thriving, happy, healthy, foremost
Got
healthy.
it. Got it. So what was the moment that you felt like, um, okay, MGK is my like favorite artist and he is really getting me through some tough times. He makes me
Oh, I
happy.
was like, I think um, it was 2012,
Okay, got
and
it.
I was going through some stuff. I was very I had like I had panic attacks. I something at home was going on, so
Hmm.
or like more like psychologically, should I say? So it was a rough time,
Yeah.
and for him, it was also a rough time, as I learned and saw. And see, I don't want to talk about that, but um, he like, and also he's so relatable, and he he. How can I say? It's like very parasocial, but
Yeah.
it's not very parasocial because he really cares about his fans. Like I went to his
Hmm.
show. I have never been to his show last
Okay.
year, and I had the signs as my first show ever. But he knew me from Twitter, so he was like, show me that sign again. I was like this. He's like, oh, that's so cute. And he's like, hi, and
Oh,
I'm so happy to see you. And he
that's
called me
awesome.
princess. Nobody believes me, but he did.
Oh,
Um,
that's so
and
cool.
it was so cute. He's because I'm in like OG. I've been like through the years with him. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
so happy like to see my OGs. He came to Vienna like many times, but I couldn't go either to school to
Oh,
financially. So I went, and
right.
it was the best day of my life. Like I made so many memories with him.
Oh, it sounds like it. I'm so excited for you. That's exciting.
It's like I can talk about most of them, but I cannot talk about many of them. But
Oh wow! How so
yeah.
you've met him?
Yeah, like stage to stage. Like I didn't really meet him, but we kind of had this like conversation. We
Oh
talked,
yeah.
and
Okay,
he
gotcha,
was like
gotcha.
on
That's so
stage. I was
cool.
like in the pit, and
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
oh
look
god,
at you making moves. Look, you never know. Look, you never know. Maybe this time next year you'll be interviewing MGK. You never know.
I really hope that, but I don't know. It will happen.
Hey,
Maybe
look. Hey, manifest. That's what I say. That's what I do.
I will light up my like green candle and manifest that.
There you go. There you
But
go.
yeah,
That's super cool.
it was very sweet. He's always very sweet.
Yeah.
Hmm. What else I was talking about? Yeah, we did. Do are you like interested or like have you watched Below Deck?
Wait, what's that? Ball deck?
Below Deck.
Oh, Below Deck. Yeah, okay, very funny. So I haven't watched it any this season yet. Last season I saw it was Below Deck. It was the season with Barbie and Ben. My
Mm.
friends were on it. They were on they
Oh,
were they chartered the yacht. And they're friends. They became friends with like Barbie and Ben and Fraser. And they actually go hang out with them often. Like
oh, that's so cool.
they're on a show, and I'm actually supposed to get them on my podcast soon. I was supposed to get them on a podcast a while back, but I've been so busy. I had so much going on. I haven't even gotten them on yet.
Well, I like from the franchises. Which one or like spin-offs? Which one is your favorite?
Probably, I would say probably Sailing Yacht is my
Mm-hmm.
favorite because I like Glenn. I think he's adorable,
Mm-hmm.
and that's mainly why. But I mainly watch it honestly. You know, I watch that show because I watch it for the food. Really.
Me too.
Do you
Like,
really? You too? I watch it for the food. Honestly, I watch it for the food. I watch it because I want to see what they're gonna cook and what they're gonna eat, and I'm like here for it. And that's mainly why I watch it. It's so funny. It's so
so
funny.
are you watching it because you can like get inspiration on what to cook for dinner?
Oh, that's the funny thing. None of it. I don't cook anything or even try to attempt to cook anything on there. I think it just looks so good. I think I just have a fancy ass palate, and I like want to eat it. And what I is, I think it's just part of me. Like I love to manifest. Oh, look, I said that word how many times already? What, 3 times?
Yeah.
I'm like, I think it's just something I like. I like to just kind of put that out there and just envision and just kind of like, because that's one of my things on my bucket list is I want to go on like a big yacht and like stay on there for like a few days and like have like gourmet meals
Mm.
and then go home. That's what I want to do.
Well, like something I did very close to that was uh I was in Cyprus this summer and we had
Oh,
rented
nice.
a yacht. Mostly the hotel where we were rented a yacht.
Uh
So
huh.
it was really cool, but it's I think it's like cooler when you're like all alone and not with 7,000 people. But
Yeah. Oh, for
but
sure.
like the interior was really nice and yeah, I guess I'm also very fancy.
Yeah.
But
You see, but it was fun though. You had a great time though, didn't you?
yeah,
Yeah. See,
we
that's all
like
that
got
matters.
to jump off the deck. It was really cool. I didn't do
Oh,
it,
really?
but because the water was too salty, very like
Yeah.
turquoise water, but salty, so I didn't
Okay.
like it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it was really cool to be honest. But I don't know. I love watching this. I think it's very like it has become a comfort show for me.
Mhm.
So I put it on and just like watch it, and yes, it makes me hungry or hangry sometimes, but
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I just love the entertainment aspect
Yeah.
of
Oh,
it.
definitely. Yeah. No.
So
hundred
like
percent.
out of the chefs of Bodak, who has been your favorite?
Oh my gosh, what's her name? The one that Michelle, is that her name? The one with the she dyes her hair like a like a deep red color or like a
Yeah,
dark
I
color.
know. What's her Rachel? Was it
Rachel, that's it. Not
Rachel?
Michelle. Rachel. Chef Rachel. She's my favorite. I loved her. Yeah, because she's got like also with her skills and stuff in the kitchen. She just has like the way she just handles pressure and stress. Like
She's
she
like
does
a
it the way that I would
psychopath.
probably do it. And her behavior sometimes is kind of crude and everything. And it's like, she's so unapologetic and she is who she is.
Hmm.
And I love that about her. That's why I wish she was on like some of these though, or but I haven't seen her yet. I don't think she came back to any.
No, she didn't. But
Yeah.
I like her. I love that she's a psychopath. Like
Yeah.
she's like very psychotic in the kitchen. Um, or like
She's so fun.
with her cutlery, should I say? But I to me like I really liked Ben,
Yeah, yeah, I like Ben too. He's so
and
cute.
the the queer one on did it say like yeah?
Frasier, the blonde?
No, no, from the chefs. Like he is queer and he is on a yacht. I think
I'm trying to think.
I
Hmm.
think it's sailing yacht or below deck. Oh no, no, it's below deck Mediterranean.
Oh, okay.
He's on there with Captain Sandy. Um,
And maybe because and I'm a little behind on some because I had so much going on. Oh shit, so much going on the past few months. So it's like, and that like below deck, that's like the very life. That's one show I haven't even touched yet this season, which is crazy because it's like I said, my friends are supposed to come on a podcast. That's why I've delayed them so much because I haven't even. I'm trying to figure. I didn't even get to finish watching the season that they were on, and I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate them like being on it. That shouldn't even be hard. It should actually be very easy. I've just been so. I think it's just I just hadn't watched it.
well, I watched like sailing. I'm watching sailing yachts, and that's it.
Got it. Now, what about Southern Charm? Do you watch that one?
No, I don't watch it.
That
I
one's really
really want
good.
to watch it, but I have not really had the time to watch it or have the time to
Okay.
watch it.
Got it. Yeah, that's a
So,
really good one. That's a
but
good
I
one.
have watched the Vanderpump
Oh, Vanderpump
Valley.
Rules. Yeah.
Yeah, that one as well. I love Vanderpump Rules, but I
Yeah.
have watched Vanderpump Valley
Yep.
this over this summer.
Valley. Yeah, the Valley was so fun. That one's really good. And like I said, like that's why I like the Valley so much is because most of those people haven't been on reality TV. So they're new to it. So they're not like producing themselves and all this stuff and everything. So it's like you get it, and it's like it's new and it's raw. I like it. I like it.
And it's very beautiful. Like the decor is always very beautiful. I'm like, okay, I can like copy
Mhm.
this and then put it in my house when guests are
Yeah. Oh
over.
yeah. Definitely. Oh, for sure. For sure. Ooh, I think I could take my sunglasses off. I think the sun's dying down a little bit. Well, it's so early. I forgot how early it is out here. Feels like to me, it feels like it's late because I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning.
Oh
My
my god.
but I've got a big day. I've got lots to do today. I've got your podcast. I was excited about, so I got up extra early and did my makeup and got ready for that. And I was like, "Oh, that's exciting." And I want to get some research. I want to get some content done and just yeah, and just figure out enjoy life. The weather out here is pretty nice, so I'm like, why not? So,
Lucky you. It's very freezing here.
oh, is it really? Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you that. Yeah, with the weather's like that.
Well, we don't have snow yet. We
Okay.
just I think I blame global warming for that.
Oh,
but
got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a real
because
thing.
like I think like 5 years ago, not even that. I think
Hmm.
2019, 2018, 2020, we had snow around like October, November. But usually we
Okay.
get snow around like April, May. So
Hmm.
that's like I'm almost like very hopeful to have like we call it white Christmas here because like
Okay.
of this
Yeah,
snow.
right, right. All the snow. Yeah.
And so that hasn't really happened.
Oh, got it. Okay, so it's still been kind of okay. I see. I hear you. No, I understand that. Oh, I was gonna ask you. Yeah. What about in the part of Austria that you're in, like, is it because I've got my friend's wife is the part that she's from, I think they speak I think she said they speak Russian and French.
Huh? What part is she?
I have to I can't remember. I have to go back and listen to she's actually on one of our podcast episodes. I have to go back and
Mhm.
listen to it because she's in Cirque du Soleil and I have to go back and listen to the episode because she talks about it. And I guess because I was surprised because I think that I think that's where she's from. Austria.
Maybe is it like Switzerland or is it Austria? Well, we actually speak German, but the Austrian German. So it's like, let's
Hmm.
say you guys say we say neighborhood with a
Hmm.
o like two
Uh-huh.
O's, but they like the um Germans say
Hmm.
like
Who with the
neighbor.
OU?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
got it.
like
Okay.
slight differences, which I
Okay.
always like mock my friends who are in Germany or
Oh,
my
that's so
normal
funny.
relatives who are in Germany. They're like, and so yeah, but we like up north near like Italy, they
Uh-huh.
speak Italian and German. But this German, like I'm from Vienna, so I don't understand
Okay.
their German
Oh, I understand. Okay,
because
got it.
it's like weird. Like I don't know if you're interested in Formula One, because there was like there's this team house, and
Mhm.
the former CEO was from up north, so he was like he spoke very like it's like how can I describe it? It's like it's German, but it's mixed
Uh-huh.
with Italian, like an
Okay, got
accent
it.
of Italian, but
Mm-hmm.
also like Swiss. So it's a bunch of like cities
Yeah. Okay,
mixed in
got it.
that language. But I speak like my German is like Viennese German,
Okay,
and
got
that's
it.
like
Okay.
that's kind of like how Ohio speaks, to be honest.
Oh, I hear you. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
So,
I get it. I get you. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Because
but
like
like,
we're in Louisiana, because they've got um like my mom, she knew how to speak French, like Creole French mostly. Like
mhm,
they've got like Creole French and Cajun French, and the dialects
mhm.
are like a little different.
So Cajun French is this like more Canada on the Canadian
Um,
side, or
yeah, it's like more like Anglo-Saxon, like that's like more like white
uh
and
huh.
everything, and then Creole, that's more of like you've got like the like more of like the French and the French Afro of African, the more the African
Hmm.
descent in there. So yeah.
But like the thing is like, Bavaria speaks like we call it like proper Viennese. So my I have a
Okay.
friend who is in Bavaria, and we can understand one another, and I
Mhm.
still have this like Viennese accent. So it's very interesting to be honest. Like different languages, and like
Mhm.
I took this completely off topic, but I took
Uh-huh.
like uh I was studying English studies
Uh-huh.
like literature, but I stopped because I something happened, so I stopped. And like it was so interesting to see like Canadian English, British English,
Yeah.
American
Okay.
English, and like the nuances between those. So I don't know, I really enjoy like German. And
Yeah.
but sometimes obviously I know like so many languages. It's like
Mhm.
sometimes I can think of the word, which always happens on Jeff's podcast. I don't know why.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or like
No, I
pronounce
completely
words.
understand. That's super cool. Like I'm just like I'm just amazed by because of course like in high school I've learned Spanish. I was almost fluent. I just didn't keep up with it. And you would have thought with me living in California for 12 years and I lived 15 minutes from the border of Mexico. So, and I thought I would have learned more Spanish, but I didn't take the opportunity to do that. And I learned some French in college, but I just wish that Americans, I feel like we don't put enough emphasis
Hmm.
into trying harder to learn other cultures and other languages. I feel like Americans tend to feel entitled and go into other countries and expect other people to cater to them and have to
Hmm.
know how to speak English and this and that. And I haven't left the country. No, I'm lying. I left the country. I accidentally left the country. I crossed the border from San Diego into Mexico by accident. It was yeah. I was driving for Uber and this sketchy guy. I was like giving him a ride. I was supposed to bring him to a pedestrian bridge I didn't know about existed, and nope, accidentally drove into Mexico. But it was cool. The guards got me back, and the border patrol thought it was funny, and they got me back across. But yeah, other than that, I never left the country. But I plan on getting a passport soon. But just from my observations and just like reading articles and just having conversations with people in different countries, or from different countries, that's what they've always told me. They were just like, yeah, they're like just kind of like I feel like America, do better.
America,
For
do
real,
better.
do better, America, do better, American.
Well, like I'm also like learning Spanish with the help of Duolingo, but
Yeah, okay,
I've like known Spanish because I had a friend whose mother was from Chile. Chile?
okay.
Chile. I think that's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
English
yeah.
word.
Yeah.
And so we learned like Spanish, but then I forgot, and then I rediscovered like Narcos. So I watched Narcos
Oh
in
yeah, yeah. Oh my
Spanish,
god, I have to watch
and
that.
like
How do you like it?
oh, I love it. I love Pedro Pascal in it.
Oh, I love him too. He is a beautiful man. That is one show I've not gotten to start watching yet.
So like I learned a bit from there. Then I watched Griselda. Then I went to No, before that I went to Barcelona for
Oh,
a few
nice.
days, and then like used my Spanish. It's so funny like because in college I had to learn Italian
Uh huh.
because of English studies. So
Hmm.
like what. Let's say I couldn't like say a word in Spanish, I would say it in Italian. They would understand
Okay.
it. So
Right.
it was so funny to me. But I then started like learning Spanish on Duolingo. I'm still doing it. I love it. I just love like Spanish because I also
Oh,
have a friend. She's a flight attendant, but she's also an MGK fan. So we like connected on the
okay.
Spanish one. So I
Yeah.
know I love Spanish. Like that's the I felt so at home in
Right.
Barcelona, which is interesting because I'm not Spanish, nor do I have like roots in Spanish roots. So I don't know what that was.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh wow, no, that's really good though. But yeah, it's just and it's always good to when you find something that you love and that you can kind of like focus on that and just and then explore. That's something that I want to do now. Like I want to find something that, um, of course, now I found podcasting is my hobby or or rediscovery of my bachelor's degree. I like to call it, or
Oh, that's
with
nice.
film production, like film production things like that of that nature. And it's funny. It just took me a long time to get out of it. Like almost 20 years after I graduated from college for me to realize I was like, oh, wait a minute. That is my passion. I just hadn't been doing it for so long. And then now it's like, it was interesting because with our cousins, because our cousins are in the entertainment industry. And like we had one of our cousins on our podcast and she was a creator of the show Quantum Leap and
Mm-hmm.
an executive producer of that and like Magna Pia. I like those shows, you know. She directed Grey's Anatomy, things like that. But it's just from talking to her, she was just so impressed because she's like, y'all figured it out. That like she's that like YouTube and that's where everything's pretty much going, like streaming basically, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that we caught on to it and so it's really cool. So yeah, it's exciting. It's really
Yeah, I
cool.
love being a content creator. Like, I I'm just so passionate about like movies and TV shows, and even
Yeah.
like I don't really care about the views. Like I would do a reaction, like Francis Ford Coppola saw a reaction of mine on on X, then
Oh
like
wow,
it was so cool. I
that
was
is
like, oh
cool.
my god, and so I didn't really do it like for him. I
Mhm.
just did it because I loved his movie. Like I haven't really
Yeah.
watched that movie yet, but I will watch it. But and like the other day, like David Henry, aka Justin from Wizards of Every Place, he saw a story of mine. I was like, oh, I always love it. Like so many like directors and actresses are like following me without my knowledge.
Oh
So I
wow.
don't really like brag about those things because I've always I have this thing called like I am not like up here as a person. I want to be like here
Mhm.
with the people around me. So
Right. Yeah.
I don't really care about the views. And like sometimes my sister is like, yeah, you know what? Nobody saw your trailer reaction to XYZ. I was like, wait, and like I guess patience is the key with these things.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, I love like that I get to meet new people like you, Jeff, Andres,
Yeah, definitely.
Cyber. So
Oh, same.
I
That's what I
like,
love so much about it. The creative space. So
hmm
fun.
yeah, I'm off. I don't have any questions anymore. So, um, I,
Well, thank you for having me.
yeah,
This was so much fun.
I'm like, I was so happy to have you back, or like to
Oh,
see you again because we haven't
yay. Oh,
seen one
same.
another.
This is great. I know. And again, Blair's sorry that she couldn't make it. She's been in and out of the ER, the hospital, but like she's on the mend, so that's great. Thumbs up. I'm happy about that. But yeah, this is so much fun. But yeah, we want to get you on our podcast soon. Like we're trying to get caught up since our dad passed away. We've been trying to
Oh
deal with
no,
all
my
that. Like,
condolences.
oh, thank you. It's been like just we've been trying to get like regroup, and I think come like December we're gonna like really get back into the groove again. So, but
Hmm.
yeah, but this thank you so much. Like I enjoyed it. And like yeah, but oh my gosh, so but this is like so much fun. I
So
really enjoyed
tell
it.
my listeners and watchers where they can find you too.
Yes, absolutely. So we are on YouTube. We are at the Pop Culture Green Room. That's all one word. Of course, I co-host with my twin sister. So basically we got together, we started the podcast because at the time, I was living in San Diego, she was in New Orleans, and we're twins, but we've got like pretty much next to nothing in common, except for the fact that we love pretty much like pop culture, celebrity news, gossip, things of that nature. So we're like, why don't we talk about it and get on a podcast? And we're like, while we're at it, we're like using our degrees because we're both communications degrees. I'm mass communications, broadcast journalism. I did a lot of on camera work. She was more behind the scenes on with organizational communications. So, but yeah, and we're also on Instagram. Our Instagram is also at the Pop Culture Green Room. TikTok is a little different. It's the dot TikTok. I'm sorry, it's at the dot Pop Culture Green Room, and yeah. So that's a little bit about us.
And obviously, they're all on streaming platforms, like streaming, not podcast applications, because I'm following you guys
Oh
on
yes, we're
the,
on Spotify and Apple as well. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
yeah. So like same with me. And if you enjoyed this episode, you can leave it a 5 stars rating on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And yeah, just my social media is in the links in the show notes. And this episode will come out on the first week of December because I'm way too busy to do it beforehand. But yeah, I wish you a great day and hope I will be waiting. I can talk. I will be waiting for the invites to your show.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.